zero-touch provisioning. Many of you on the line may be just individuals trying to improve your connectivity as you work from home. But I think a lot of the folks on the line here are working for a company that they're trying to really solve these problems for their entire company, their entire workforce that's home-based right now. And so zero-touch provisioning really comes in when you start to try and deploy work-from-home solutions at scale. You don't want to have to hand configure a whole bunch of MiFi devices, right? You want to be able to get 100, get 1,000, get 5,000 of these devices, ship them out in mass, and have them all come online and take the appropriate configurations as defined by you, the administrator. So we'll show you how that works with PepLink solutions. Okay, folks, you should be seeing my screen again with our InControl 2 management system dashboard. So this is InControl 2. This is our cloud management system that manages all of our different products. So you can manage any mix of products that you've got deployed out there. In this case, we've got 3 different routers. We've got a BR1 Mini, we've got a Balance 20X, and then we've got another BR1 Mini that just went offline about an hour ago. So I've got one here with me, and then my made-up coworker Amy has a Balance 20X as well. So you can get a really quick view of all your devices, where they're at, what their status is. But again, zero-touch provisioning is a really big deal. As you deploy these at scale, you need these tools to really make that manageable and really make it easy to deploy. So things like configuring your SSID. This is something you can do across any mix of models. So again, I've got a Balance 20X, I've got a BR1 Mini. I can create an SSID profile and I can deploy that out to any devices that I want. So here I've got a work from home SSID. I'm using one of our cool features here, so you can actually uniquely provision these SSIDs. So in this case, those X's don't do the job. We need the hash. So if we put 4 hashes in there, it's going to randomize that SSID to give you the last 4 characters of the device's serial number. So you can create unique networks for each home user so that they're all not the same. But you can also use more enterprise-grade security as well, depending on how critical and what these work-from-home kits might be connected to, whether it's just protecting internet traffic, or if you've got it, directly connected to a corporate VPN. Maybe you want to go for like a WPA enterprise type solution. But regardless, you can deploy this centrally to all your devices. You can choose a tag to deploy those. So if we want to choose the Wi-Fi tag, only devices with the Wi-Fi tag will then take this profile. So you've got a lot of control over which devices get which SSID profiles. So you can manage multiple profiles all from this single pane of glass. And then again, use things like tags to choose which devices take which profiles. You can add multiple SSIDs for single devices. Again, you've got tons of flexibility in how you deploy and manage these Wi-Fi networks. You can also do captive portals and things like that. Again, this is all centrally provisioned, so I'm not programming one device at a time. I'm doing this at scale to all my devices, regardless of which make or model they are. You can also do this same style of centralized provisioning for things like firewall rules. So you can make sure that all your devices deployed out there for work from home have a common set of firewall rules. Again, you can use tags and things like that to customize rules on different devices. So again, you've got this centralized tool where you can have as many profiles as you need, and again, provision those to the devices exactly as you want. One rule that I really like to add, especially, work from home users, you don't know what they might click on. Lots of users may get a strange email or some sort of phishing attempt or some sort of malicious ad on a site. You can do country and region blocking with our InControl firewall rules. So if I choose destination region, I can choose whichever countries I want to allow. Albania is not one that I want to allow right now, but United States is. So I can allow that. And then maybe my default rule is deny. So then only only websites that are hosted in the US are going to be accessible to my work from home users through this device, right? It's just a simple layer of protection that you can deploy at scale to all your users to make sure that, you know, they're not clicking on things that might get them into trouble unintentionally. There's lots of other tools for mass provisioning. We've got our bulk configurator, which you can use to deploy an entire router config to whichever devices you like. So you can go in and program any number of settings in the routers and then mass provision those settings with the bulk configurator. You can also do unique subnets on all of your devices. So if you've got 1,000 devices and they all need to be connected to a routable VPN, you can easily do that. And again, just use a simple spreadsheet to map out which devices need which subnets. And as they phone home and come online, they'll take those parameters and reconfigure themselves. So again, really easy to scale that stuff, even for fairly complex scenarios. One other centralized tool that I really like to show is the ability to manage the admin interface of these routers. So in this case, I want to be as secure as possible. I want to make sure that every device that I deploy out there has a unique random password so that one person with the keys to a device isn't able to get into any other device. So all I have to do is enable the device web admin management here with this checkbox. And then I've chosen assign a random password for each device. Once you've done that, there's a few different ways that you can find out the password for that device. You can just click on download here and it's going to give you a CSV file with all of those. You can also go to the device level. I'll show you in the web UI here where you can click to reveal what the password for any given device is. And last, you can use our APIs in control to expose pretty much any feature you see in the GUI via API. So you can grab these passwords programmatically and manage them that way as well if you need to. But again, I've chosen the random password for each device. So if I go back to the dashboard and take a look at my device, we can see it's online here. If we click show all, username and password, just click to reveal. Now you guys know the password to my BR1 Mini here. But again, very easy for an administrator to gain access to that, to see the information they need, even though that we've done something pretty secure and randomized the passwords for all of our devices. So again, there's just tons of tools here for centralized management so that you can roll out work from home at scale and do it in a way without any compromises.